Westarctica scam opens can of worms in Ghaziabad. Web of lies, deceit, forgery, con job and facade of Westarctica diplomat. Skeletons tumble out of the cupboard unabated. Law enforcement unearths rupees 300 crore scam. In the wake of the shockingly sensational incident involving the opening of a can of worms, or better still, wherein skeletons tumble out of the closet unabated, the arrest of a 47-year-old man from Ghaziabad, identified as Harshvardhan Jain, for operating a fake embassy. In what arrives as the revelation of an elaborate web of deception and lies forged into the incident, Harshvardhan Jain has come under the law enforcement's radar with alleged links to a whopping rupees 300 crore scam, which includes 162 foreign trips in a decade and a cluster of shell companies with international outreach. The man under the scanner, for the wrong reasons, had been allegedly masquerading as a diplomat for years, while allegedly luring people with overseas job offers and laundering money through the Hawala route. In response from the law enforcement agencies, the Uttar Pradesh task force arrested Jain last week from a plush, extravagant, two-storied duplex rented residence in Ghaziabad. However extravagantly odd this may tend to come across, the premises of the building bore a nameplate declaring it as the Grand Duchy of Westarctica, while identifying its resident Jain as H.E.H.V. Jain, Honorary Consul. Reports appearing in the media, however, cited that Jain had rented the present building just over 6 months, but then again the fake embassy operation had allegedly been running since the year of 2017, which figures as a span of nearly 8 years period. In sensational revelations, flags of India and the fictitious office of the non-existent Westarctica figured during investigations as a self-proclaimed micronation in Antarctica bearing no international recognition whatsoever that were otherwise prominently displayed outside the building. The STF in the meanwhile went on to seize 4 cars with fake diplomatic number plates along with forged documentation and paperwork, along with a luxury watch collection during the raid. Ongoing investigations into the sensational case further revealed that Jain is suspected of running an international job racket, making use of the embassy charade and facade for high-level networking before duping people. Following Jain's arrest, Westarctica, the micronation he claimed to be a representative of, has issued a detailed statement disowning him. Media reports, in the meanwhile, had cited that Jain had reportedly made a generous donation in the year 2016 and was, by virtue of which, offered the ceremonial title of Honorary Consul to India. In response, however, the organization stated that he was never granted ambassadorial powers or, for that matter, the authority to run an official embassy. Westarctica further stated that Jain's actions were in violation of protocol and announced that he had been indefinitely suspended from the organization. It also offered to cooperate with Indian authorities while extending sympathies to anyone who may have been defrauded by Jain. Mention must be made here that Westarctica figures as a self-declared micronation that was founded in 2001 by former US Navy officer Travis McHenry. The group lays claim to over 6,20,000 square miles of land in Antarctica alone, based on a loophole in the Antarctic Treaty System. which prohibits claims by nation states but says nothing about private individuals. While the territory is inhabited and lacks any legal recognition, Westarctica claims to have over 2,300 citizens and functions as a non-profit based in California, focusing on climate change awareness and Antarctic conservation. It has its own flag, followed by currency and honorary titles, though none are recognized by any government whatsoever. News Desk Report, Any News.